This aerial view of commercial agriculture depicts a high-value financial asset requiring a precise, legally binding valuation to function within the broader economy. The numbers assigned to properties like this dictate the flow of capital across the country. An accurate valuation determines whether a bank will approve a multi-million rand loan, how much a municipality will charge in property rates, and whether an institutional investor decides to buy or walk away. At a major urban project like this active construction site, the stakes are even higher. Before the first crane arrives, a property valuer acts as the ultimate authority on feasibility, analyzing costs and projected revenues to ensure the development will actually generate a return. Estimating property value in South Africa is a highly regulated statutory profession. It requires deep analytical skills, market knowledge, and strict adherence to the law. That regulation is managed by the South African Council for the Property Valuers Profession, or SACPVP. Established under Act 47 of 2000, this council is the legal gatekeeper for the industry. Operating as a property valuer without being registered with the SACPVP is a direct violation of South African law. The council oversees the core duties of the profession: estimating market value for sales, calculating rental value for leases, and replacement value for insurance. This mandatory registration system filters out unqualified actors and unverified estimates. By enforcing a strict standard of competence and accountability, the SACPVP ensures that the public, the courts, and financial institutions are protected from catastrophic financial losses. The journey to becoming a registered professional begins at the candidate valuer stage. At this level, you are strictly required to practice under the direct, continuous supervision of an already registered professional. To enter this pipeline, you must meet the academic baseline. This classic stone building with the Wits University banners represents one of the accredited institutions offering the required real estate or property studies qualifications. You also have alternative options, like this campus at the University of Cape Town. The SACPVP maintains a strict list of fully or conditionally accredited university programs that satisfy their educational criteria. Once you have your degree and begin logging supervised experience, you move along a structured path. You progress from candidate valuer to professional associated valuer, and ultimately full professional valuer. Accumulating experience is necessary, but advancement isn't automatic. You must pass the SACPVP board exams to move into the professional categories. This combination of supervised training and formal assessment provides the professional standing required to sign off on your own reports. It is critical to understand what separates this profession from property marketing. An estate agent relies on market sentiment to suggest a listing price. A professional valuer uses objective mathematical methodologies to build a legally defensible assessment. To maintain this objectivity, professional valuers must construct their reports in strict alignment with international valuation standards. This means applying specific, recognized analytical frameworks. You will heavily utilize the income capitalization method for commercial properties and the cost depreciation method when assessing specialized or insurance-focused assets. You are required to analyze municipal zoning rights, comb through title deed restrictions, and calculate highest and best use scenarios to prove your final number. Because this process is rigorous and standardized, financial institutions, courts, and government bodies will legally accept these reports while routinely rejecting simple sales estimates. When you are ready to apply, you need to prepare a precise evidence pack. Step 1 is compiling your baseline documents, the completed application form, a certified copy of your ID, and a detailed CV outlining your property sector history. Step 2 requires strict academic proof. You must submit originally certified copies of your degree certificates and your full academic transcripts. Step 3 is the portfolio of evidence. Here, you must prove your practical competency by submitting detailed property inspection logs, comprehensive market research data, and completed valuation reports you have worked on. Step 4 applies to those taking the candidate route. You must include a sworn affidavit or confirmation letter from the registered professional who has agreed to supervise your training. The goal of this entire portfolio is to prove your professional judgment. Your evidence must expand across all core competencies, showing that you can actively make complex valuation decisions rather than just doing administrative data entry. Let's look at the common errors that lead to rejection. The immediate application killer is submitting valuation work completed without the oversight of a registered supervisor. Another major red flag is providing weak comparable sales evidence. If you list recent sales without applying detailed professional adjustments for size, location, and condition, the council will reject the submission. Finally, submitting your application without a clear board exam plan or applying with a qualification that lacks SACPVP accreditation will stall your progress indefinitely. Application reviewers actively search your portfolio for methodology gaps and missing signatures. Meticulous attention to the documentation guidelines is the only way to ensure your application passes the assessment phase. Looking at this dense central business district, every high-rise building and commercial block relies on valuation. As a registered valuer, you determine if a new high-density development is actually feasible enough to secure bank funding. Your signature directly enables major corporate acquisitions, facilitates fair public land disposals, and provides the baseline for municipal budgeting across entire cities. SACPVP registration protects the public from systemic financial risk, while simultaneously providing you with a lucrative, highly respected, and fully independent career path in the built environment. Gather your academic records, secure an accredited supervisor, download your application forms from the council's website, and begin your journey to